Hey, what's up, fellows? Yes, it's me. Welcome back to Home IT Lab series for beginners. In the last video, we created your first Windows 11 virtual machine. Today, we're taking the next step, installing Windows Server, which is the backbone of almost every corporate IT environment. You might be wondering, why do we need Windows Server? Windows Server is where the domain controller, Active Directory, DNS, and DHCP live. Essentially, it is the heart of a company's network. All user accounts, permissions, and network services are managed from this server. Learning to install and manage Windows Server gives you hands-on experience with the core systems that IT professionals work with every day. In this video, I'll guide you step by step to set up a Windows Server in your home IT lab so you can safely practice the same skills used in real-world IT environments. So are you ready for this? Let's dig.
Hey guys, welcome back to our virtual lab series. Today we're learning how to create a Windows Server 2022 64-bit in a VirtualBox environment. So we are here in VirtualBox Manager, and the first thing we'll do is basically create a new server instance. So for that, you will just hit hit new on top. So once you hit the new, you will get this pop-up window. Basically, this is where you're going to be filling out the information about the server. So virtual machine name, you can just name it Windows Server, like that. That's fine, or you can put a number in front of it because we're going to be changing this in server name as we move forward. Let's just call it Windows Server 10. VM folder path, just leave it by default. Whatever you get, just leave it like that. The next thing is ISO image. I already have it downloaded, but I'm going to show you where you can download it from. So basically, open up your browser, and if you just take one step back in your Google, just type download Windows Server 2022. When you do that, the first option is just click on that, and it will take you to this page where you can select Windows Server 2022 download image. Now, this is a server ISO image, and it is a evaluation copy, and it is good for 180 days. So that's a good amount of time for you to download and practice this. And once it expires, you can just download a new one and create another instance. But at least you will have a lot of experience doing it. But remember, yeah, it's only good for 180 days. And after that, it will ask you to purchase the license. But by then, just delete it and download another one. And you basically want English United States version. You may go with French, German, Italian. As you can see, there are other options here, Spanish, but I would recommend just go with English, 64-bit edition. When you do that, it will show up right here on top. Let me just click on it, 64-bit, and see it's downloading right here. Since I already have it downloaded, I'm going to stop this download and just cancel it. But yeah, let's go back to our all right, so we're back on our Windows VirtualBox manager. So yeah, this is where I got it. It's in your download folder. Just hit the down arrow, click other, and then here it should be in your download folders. The first one, server eval. Yep, that's what you want. Click on that and hit open, and it just basically mounts it, right? The ISO file right here. And it tells you what edition is this. Windows Server 2022 Standard Edition. Uncheck proceed with unattended installation. The next option, set up unattended guest OS. You can just leave it blank. No, don't worry about it. The next option, specify virtual hardware. So now this is very important, guys. You have to select the memory here. I would highly recommend that you go, since it's a server, you go at least 16. because of server, it requires a lot of resources to boot up, and you'll be running a lot of resources on it. So have at least 16 in a virtual environment. When we set up a server in a like in a server room in live production, obviously memory is way higher, at least 64 or 128. That's how we set it up. But since it's a test server, 16 should be okay. CPUs, make sure you have at least two. So, and then the next option, make sure you use EFI is checked. And the next option, specify hardware. By default, it will give you 50 GB, which is fine, which is totally fine. Or you can extend it if you want and just hit finish, because you're not going to be uploading data, a whole lot of data in it. It's just for operating system and basic services running on the server. And then just hit finish. Once you have that finish, you have the base of your server ready. Now, a couple of things you want to tweak here. So right click on the server that you just created, go to settings, and then just want to make sure everything looks good here. The one thing you do want to check is going to display, and change this to VMS VGA. And why did I do this? If you leave it by default, if you leave it right here, and when you boot up the server, your screen will come up blank. It will show you black screen, and server is running, but you cannot see anything. But if you change it to this, you will see the server. Just like we had issues with the Windows 11 instance we created earlier, same thing. So just change that and just hit OK. And when we do that, we're just going to power it on. So right click on it and then start with GUI. Make sure you start with GUI, because you do want to see all the options and bells and whistles. So it's going to boot up. It's powering your virtual machine up. As you can see, let me just expand it a little bit. And it just hit any key on your keyboard, and it will here you can see better now. Yeah, it is. There it is. And then from here, just hit, you leave everything default, just hit next, install now, and it will basically start installing the server on a virtual machine in Oracle Box. Isn't that cool? Now, this is the tricky part, so make sure you pay attention to this. You will get 4 options here, right? Right. So over here, pay attention to this. The first option is Windows Server standard evaluation. You don't want this. You want the second option, which is Windows Server 2022 standard eval desktop experience, because you want, if you select the first one, it will only give you a blank screen with terminal where you have to type commands, PowerShell commands to configure the server and maintain the server. And you don't want that. You want the full experience where you can click. So select the second option there, and then hit next, and then accept the terms. Next, select the second option there, and you see it gives you 50 GB to install, which is fine. And then just hit next, and you can see it will start installing. So this may take up to, I don't know, depends on the speed of your computer, maybe up to 15 minutes or so to run all the options on the server, and then yeah, we'll come back to it when it's ready. It's still going. Looks pretty good, up to 40% so far. Yeah, we'll just let it go. Yep, looks pretty good so far. It's getting ready. So right here, this is where it will ask you to pick a. It already, as you notice, it already picked a username for you, which is administrator by default, which is fine. Pick a password. Just go ahead and pick a password. Make sure you re-enter and verify. This is a small password, but obviously when we put up a server in a production environment, we select something very strong. Make sure In real life, when you're setting up a server, always pick a strong password, especially for a local administrator. Hit finish. It'll finalize your settings, and boom, here we are, guys. The server is ready to roll, right? It's waiting for you to log in. Now, how do you send the command to log in, right? It's not giving you option to log in. So what you would do is click on input on top, go to keyboard, and go insert control alt delete. When you do that, watch, it pops up, right? And now just type the password you just selected. And when you do that, it's going to go and basically set up the server. And yeah, it opens up server manager. Just hit yes. It's asking for network settings. Um, and yeah, there we are, guys. It's pretty simple. Don't show me again. Click on this and get rid of it. Um, Now, notice, as if I just minimize this guy right here, this is your server screen, and it says it's an evaluation copy and it's good for 180 days. Now, um, now this is just a base server. There's nothing running on it. Now you must be wondering, why do we need server at this point? Because this is what it's going to give you, the infrastructure, the environment to practice your help desk and desktop skills, guys. That's why this server is important. I know you're not going to be building servers in your first year of your job, but guess what? Anything which comes after this, you will be doing. For example, running Active Directory, creating accounts, resetting passwords, adding Windows machines to the domain, login issues, things like that. They're all server related, because guess what? All those services are running on the server. So in order to practice your skills, you need this. This is your this will create the environment. Obviously, you're not at a company right now. You're not in an office right now. So we have to create this environment at home virtual lab so you can practice your all those networking commands, networking skills, whatnot. So yeah, that's why this server is very important. It will give you the infrastructure that you need to practice. So this is the bare minimum. This is the bare, just the server itself. That's how you create it. In the next videos, we're gonna turn on services. Notice when I create the server, it automatically opens up this window, which is basically asking you to add roles and features. It's telling you, hey, you created a server, but why are you going to use this server? What is the purpose? So that's why it opens up right away, because nobody builds a server without a purpose, right? You use it for some reason. You either use it for Active Directory, domain control. You want to control your printer, so you make it a print server, things like that. So there's a purpose for every server you create. You don't use it as a desktop to browse the web, right? That's why you have Windows 11. So server has all the servers you create, they have a purpose. So that's why it opens up this. So we're going to go through all this, guys. Pay attention. This is like the next, this like a next level skills you're learning right now. This is system administrator level skills. So you're basically, learning advanced skills, which is very good. These skills will they will stick with you for the rest of your lives. As long as you stay in the IT career, you will need these skills. So it doesn't matter which path you take, cloud or cybersecurity, networking. It doesn't matter. DevOps, whichever path you take, these basic skills will go with you for the rest of your life. So that's why it's very important that you remember all this. And yeah, when I set up the roles, that's another thing. You will learn something new, but very, very valuable. So pay attention. I'm just going to close this for now. But yeah, this is your server ready. And next video, I'm going to show you what else needs to be done here. Thank you.
So that's it, folks. You have successfully installed Windows Server in your home IT lab. In the next video, we'll configure Active Directory and turn this server into a domain controller, creating user accounts, groups, and manage permissions, just like in a professional IT environment. Remember, this series is designed for beginners, breaking down complex IT skills into simple, step-by-step lessons. Make sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out the next video. Keep going, you're building the real IT skills. Until next time, take care of yourselves and others, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, bye-bye.